Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into the power of the human mind. Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. We'll explore how to harness your mental strength to overcome obstacles, push through challenges, and achieve greatness. If you're ready to unlock the full potential of your brain, stick around. This is going to be an epic journey. Your brain, the ultimate weapon. The most powerful weapon in the world isn't a piece of technology, it's your brain. In our modern world, we're surrounded by gadgets and devices, phones, computers, and the like, that keep us connected and entertained. But when you're facing real-life challenges like depression or dealing with the death of a loved one, you can't rely on Google for answers. In those moments, you're alone with your thoughts. No amount of technology can substitute for the raw power of your brain. The solitude of the mind. Even if you have a therapist, a best friend, or a support system, there are 24 hours in a day. Eventually, you're left alone with your thoughts, and your brain starts talking to you in all sorts of ways. It wants to control you, to pull you into different emotional pockets. If you don't learn to control your brain, it will control you. You need to direct your thoughts, tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to get there. Otherwise, it's game over. Embracing hard work. Back in the day, I didn't have any sophisticated strategies or tools. All I knew was hard work. That's what everyone around me preached. You gotta work hard. Whether it was trying to memorize a paragraph, pass a test, or get through military training, the solution was always to work harder. I remember struggling with reading and comprehension, failing to understand the material. But I kept at it, reading, rereading, writing it out, and then writing it out again. Eventually, I got it. The power of persistence. When I was learning to swim, I struggled. I was negatively buoyant and couldn't stay afloat. But I didn't give up. I went back to the pool again and again until I mastered it. It was a process of continuous repetition. My brain started to realize that I wasn't going to quit, so it adapted. The alarm clock would go off and it was back to the pool. This persistence taught me that the brain can be conditioned to handle anything. Adapting and overcoming. Giving myself no way out forced my brain to adapt and overcome. When you're truly trying hard, your mind knows. It recognizes the effort and the sincerity behind it. During Navy SEAL training, people often asked how I managed to endure 18 months of grueling challenges, including 3 hell weeks in 1 year. The program is typically 6 months long, so this was unheard of. My secret was simple. I embraced the new normal. The new normal. When I was living in a 7-a-month place, that was my normal. Moving to a 236-a-month place felt like a luxury. But if I had to go back to that 7-a-month place, my mind would adjust. It would say, "Roger that, this is home." The same principle applied to Navy SEAL training. After realizing it was going to be a long, painful journey, I accepted it as my new normal. Every day meant suffering, taping up my broken feet, and pushing through stress fractures and shin splints. This was my life, and my mind adapted to it. Becoming the master of suffering. In Navy SEAL training, I became the master of my environment. I owned my suffering. I became the boss, the CEO of my training. There was no escape, no way out. I immersed myself in that reality and made it my new normal. This mentality helped me get through the toughest times. The fear of mediocrity. When I was 297 pounds and working a dead-end job, the scariest thing was the thought that this could be my life forever. I believed I was trying hard, but looking back, I realized I was nowhere near my full potential. Years later, after losing 106 pounds and becoming a Navy SEAL, I understood what it meant to truly try hard. It's not about feeling good or having fun all the time. It's about pushing yourself to the limit and beyond. Unlocking hidden potential. We all have untapped potential within us. Most people never realize how much they're capable of until they start truly trying hard. When you become obsessed with your goals and make them your new norm, you unlock levels of performance you never thought possible. It's not always fun, and it's not meant to be, but that's when you know you're really giving it your all. Understanding the brain. People hear my story and think I'm sadistic, but it's not about enjoying pain. It's about understanding how the brain works. I was a scared kid with no foundation, but through research and experience, I learned how to harness the power of the mind. When you realize you can push through extreme pain and adversity, you gain a sense of invincibility. You know that no matter what, you can keep going. The power of fight or flight. The brain's fight or flight response is incredibly powerful. When you're duct taping your broken feet at 4 a.m., preparing for one of the toughest training programs in the world, you tap into a primal energy. Most people, even when healthy, would struggle in that situation. But when you accept your circumstances and fight through them, you gain a tremendous amount of power, finding strength in suffering. When things get really tough, your brain doesn't dwell on past trauma or anger. It focuses on the present challenge. Anger fades and survival instincts kick in. This shift helps you push through the pain. You need to find a deep, unburnable source of motivation, something at the core of your soul. This core motivation drives you through the toughest times. Discovering true passion. You can't truly find yourself without going through trials and tribulations. True passion and purpose are discovered through suffering and accountability. You have to be accountable to yourself and others, even when it's hard. This daily struggle is what shapes you into the person you want to be. The path to peace. Many people seek peace first, thinking they can avoid suffering. But real peace comes from facing and overcoming challenges. It's through the struggle that you find out who you really are. You can't truly love yourself or find peace without going through the fire. The journey to self-discovery. My journey was about becoming someone I could be proud of. I wanted to serve my country and be someone worthy of respect. The accountability I held myself to was intense, but it was necessary. I didn't love myself, but I wanted to. Through suffering and perseverance, I found that love and respect for myself. Conclusion. In the end, it's all about controlling your mind and pushing through the pain. Embrace the suffering, make it your new normal, and you'll discover strengths you never knew you had. Remember, your brain is the most powerful weapon you have. Use it wisely, and you can achieve anything. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Keep pushing, stay strong, and I'll see you in the next video.